We don't get pressured and we just play our game. We will prepare really hard again.
Hello. I'm Bex.
We know most of their hero, so we just prepare our hero that can beat them.
Naglalag pa din. Grabe.
We're both on the same
I don't know.
I think whoever
Why?
strong will wins.
Let's see who's the best jungler.
Yung internet abnormal eh. Sorry na guys.
Across the galaxy and in the Philippines, from the heart of Paris, in the land of dawn, the bells toll to signal the start of this semifinal. It is Team Falcons PH versus
Okay na ba yung live ko?
Galacticos, still undefeated. Blink and his squad, Han on the jungle, looking to do something special here in Paris.
It's crazy the amount of respect
Okay na, no? Okay na.
sides before heading into this matchup. That's when you know even Coach Fren thinks it's gonna be more difficult to go up against YG compared to how they went up against Team Vitality.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to point out as well. That keyword you mentioned, respect. RESPECT. Respect on their name, respect on their comfort heroes. Both teams have a lot to watch out for. Yangon has a Barras you need to respect. A very flexible jungle pool option that if you decide
Lego.
to overcommit, you might just be playing
Lego.
Fanny for Kyle into
Ulitin ko
heroes
to yung
such as Fred,
pin.
Guinevere,
Match
even if
now.
you've taken out the other jungle heroes available for Han, who by the way has been able to
Yun, naglalag.
make a Suyo.
Why, you internet, why?
But for Yangon Galacticos, if there's one pick that they really need to respect here, it's H-God himself.
Parang
and
di naman late.
Selena. That is something you cannot give to Haji anymore.
Yeah, because I think it's
Ayaw
only
na tuloy gumana ng ano.
showed the least amount of flexibility.
Chatbox.
Kaiser only ever used 3 heroes here so far in MSC. And yes, there's been a very deep hero pool that we saw from Han, but I think they struggled the most with the Fredrin. I think that was the longest game we've ever seen in, or if I'm not mistaken, back in the group stage when they decided to use it. So now there are multiple questions on the board with regards to what will they let through. Because
Code, wala pang code. Mamaya pa yun.
Ruby potential
Oh, yeah.
flex into the assassins that Kyle may or may not decide to pick up, but more likely to pick up considering this matchup.
Yeah. And Falcons have been playing a much more tighter formation in their team fights and have been excelling with it.
Yeah.
There's one pick that Yangon showed that absolutely destroys that in the Carmilla Rome. that they
Ang
have
laban
been
ngayon,
playing
guys,
for today.
Falcons and
So Yangon
YG.
has shown a lot of
Mamaya pa
versatility, a
yung
lot of
ONIC
creativity.
versus Team
Falcons has
Spirit.
done that, but I think they need to go a little bit more extra mile here in making sure that they can keep Yangon on their toes in the draft.
Yeah, because I can't help but think about what Coach or
Okay na, naglalag pa ba sa inyo yung
They know what heroes Falcons use.
internet
They
ko?
just have to
Ay,
prepare
yung live
their
ko.
own
Internet
responses to these
rin.
heroes. And the way that they've been drafting just really shows that they don't overthink about what the opponents pick up. It's just really more of complementing each other's heroes and pulling off the strategy that they
YG,
want.
sabi
And
ni
you touched on that
Zay.
earlier when you mentioned the
Eto na
mid-lane
ba
hero
yan?
pool
Final
for
answer na to ah.
just 3. Eudora, Gord,
Kanina
Jushin.
naglalag kasi.
Their flexibility
Di naman
comes
naglag.
from the other 4 positions.
Yeah.
Meaning that Yangon they're just
Hindi
they're
pag
putting
may
accurate
code.
to what
Mamaya
they're
pa yung
saying.
code, guys.
They are
Baka game
definitely
3 pa
have a
yun.
clear identity and just go
Kahapon
for
kasi
compliments after.
game 3. Naglabas ng code.
Started out this tournament, which we are calling the MSC
Game
of
3 or
upsets, as the number 1
baka i-surprise tayo. Game 2 pa lang. Malay nyo ngayon. Malay nyo lang. Standing 0-0. Kakasimula pa lang. Magga-game 1 pa lang.
Yangon Galacticos representing Myanmar. Here is the drums bang in the Lenovo Legion Gauntlet.
Oh,
The potential for the highest finish ever. They've already tied it with a 4th place here. But one more.
Hello, Adi. Ito na, game 1. Game number
Fake
1.
poetic. I don't know what you want to call it, but they are tying the record of Falcon
Cute.
Esports back in
Cute,
MSC
parang
2022. Just one. 4th
Anong
place.
team kayo, guys?
And it was a
Falcons
Filipino team
or
in green that
YG?
stopped them back then.
Walang mga
Well, a
away,
Filipino team in
kanya-kanya nang
green stopped them
sinusuportahan.
again today.
Our picks and bans begin on your screen. Dangerous Grass will be the map that they play. The Freya coming out immediately from Team Falcons, the Fanny and the Belleric banned out from Yangon Galacticos.
Yep, so the Barrett's potential for Yangon is still on the board, especially considering now that they're in blue side. But the question is, does Falcons really allow that to get through? Because if they do, I think there are a lot of trades that will still be on the board if they actually open.
Yeah, if Yangon decides to rush the Barretts, I mean, Falcons have gotten used to going up against a team on the blue side. First picking Barretts.
Yep.
I don't know if Yangon
Barretts
wants to lean in on that unless they saw
Cotabato
something in
City.
how Team
Hello.
Vitality drafted against Falcons that they can adjust. It's going to be telling here, because with the Phoveus gone, Freya's open. But Marcel is available. Oh, wait, no, Freya was banned by Falcons, excuse me. Marcel is still open, and
Yes,
that's
he
something
is.
you have to consider. Now, with the Atlas gone, if you're going to ban the Belleric, then it's going to be a clear Marcel pickup for Yangon Galacticos, which means Falcons can pick up the
Sayang
Valentina
yung
for
30
Haji so
dice
that they could get
kagabi.
the Golden Hour.
Ayun.
Well, there's usually that
Meron pa
Marcel
naman
picked up
mamaya.
as kind of the let's not play him,
Huwag
let's
daw,
not
di
deal with
kanya
him.
mahal.
Someone has to take the, I don't know, L for that because it's not exactly a target ban. It's more of just a meta ban. But neither team so far wanting to do it. And we've seen Marcel lose.
Pwede sa
Not
Black
often,
at
Drake,
panood.
but we
Pwede
have seen
guys,
that.
kahit sa live stream, pwede naman kayo
I guess it's
manood.
really just Falcons not wanting to play
Live
into it
pala
though,
to.
because
Ay,
we already
opo.
pointed out their typical play style of really grouping up together
Yeah.
and finding very tight formations across the map when it comes to the team fights. So a lot of the XP lane options, mid lane options are still going to be open. Even jungle, which includes the Hirara first pick of YG this time.
Yeah, it's a pick that you really can't go wrong with in this current metagame.
Kirara.
And if ever Falcons wants to rush something like the Uranus, wouldn't be great. I think they would probably rather pick up the Esmeralda and the Eudora as their first two picks and then just build around that with their red 3 or red 4 jungle pick. But I think they also need to make sure that Haji gets a good one. Let's see if they're really gonna lean in on Eudora
Yeah.
right away or if they're just
Dito
gonna
na
get
lang
the
ako
Selena
kasi
and
love
Esmeralda
kita.
right off the bat.
That's what I was
Char.
thinking, because I think if it's about
Very
just go
live.
for what has been
May
working in
internet
terms of
kasi sana
Falcons and
hindi
their
kami
playstyle so
lag.
far. So that includes the Selena, maybe even a bit of the Valentina if they also want to put a bit of more restriction towards the options later on. But they do lock in the Selena and reveal Kyle's hero matchup in the jungle early too.
Nolan.
Yeah, and what I like here is without picking
Oo, ang daming ano dun eh. Ang daming viewers dun eh. Gabi internet ko guys. Lala. Oh.
the Esmeralda or the Uranus, they're not making the EXP lane trading obvious. They
Grabe,
just locked
bumibitaw
their
yung
course. They
internet
didn't need to
namin.
pick up the Nolan here. They could have picked it in red
Why?
3.
There you go. I think just because of the fact that we're
Nice.
expecting a concussive blast or even a revitalized roamer from
May
Falcons to come
sapak
through,
ba si
then it's all the more reason for you to just
PLDC
pick up the juice in.
O sa
And knowing
amin
that
lang.
you're up against a Selena and a Nolan, this will be the safest
Siguro
pick to
kung
go for. With the
makapanood
Crimson
kayo ng
Beacon and
ayos.
potentially even a Purify to come through. But the Arlot gets revealed. This is different for Ying. It's a change in terms of playstyle compared to the first few heroes that we got to really see from him. The Barretts, Ruby, Yura, and the Frey.
Sa
New
internet
hero here
namin yun,
for
guys.
Ying, gonna be the first time he's gonna be playing
Siya,
Arlot this
siya.
MSC. And there have been many drafts where I remember us discussing with a lot of the dives, with a lot of that aggro trading, people would be saying that, hey, the Arlot would have been a great pick, but it was either banned out or
Barrett's
overlooked.
kinuha.
Now Yangon are picking up early, which has to be somewhat alarm bells for Falcons, and acknowledging that Yangon are not messing around. They're really here to dominate.
Yeah, and it's Falcons this time to get a hold of the Barretts,
Nawawala yung
which
manika sa gilid.
at this
Ay,
point,
ayun,
if
oh.
you're really looking to lock down certain heroes, specifically
Hindi
even if
nawawala.
it's the Hirara, it's looking to be a bit tricky, so there will be potential
Wala pang call,
different
guys. Kakastart
targets.
lang.
If you're
Kalma
looking at
lang.
really just shutting down or taking out one member during the objectives, might as well be a blink hero later on, since I think that's been a trend in the previous games too. Whenever you see a Barretts on your team and you just really want to take out the
B0
rover
daw
or the front lines,
Falcons.
which at
Falcons
this
lang.
point they're really narrowing down because they even took out the Carmilla.
A really good ban there by Falcons, considering that they're all very dive heavy, close range. We discussed it earlier. Gata Kacha, as expected, gets banned out by Yangon. Would have been a great pick for Falcons regardless. Belleric has already been banned out. So in terms of the roamers, we might be seeing some unique ones pop out here. Let's see if Mathilda might make a showing, or maybe Glue or a Cho.
Yeah, because Mathilda, I think, is just the wave clear that will be a bit more difficult.
Yeah, one thing I remembered, there might be a roam pick that Falcons has showed before that Yangon might need to respect, and that's the Akai roam for Ogwin. Arlot not really a fan of going up against the Akai roam.
And they take out the glue here as well. So we're maybe expecting some roamer to really complement the Barretts in terms of just really going full engage and up front against the composition that YG has shown us. Because again, they have so much ways to punish. They have the final slash. They even have a juice in. So they'll have to deal with less problems now with the Gord being taken out. But the Minotaur, so the only concussive blast heroes, the Tro is still there. But that will lead to less AoE setup for Falcons, I feel.
And what might be tough is they might have to settle with something with either like a Khalid or maybe even a high loss to really help fast clear the mid a little bit better so the Selena doesn't put herself in danger.
Okay.
Hylos comes up there, and a great pick. A lot of roam bans, counting at least 6 with the Glue, the Marcel, the Atlas, the Gatakacha, the Minotaur, and the Bellarix. So getting deep into the pool for Ogwin and Blink.
You know what? I was really expecting Blink to be one of the more unorthodox players, but so far he's been playing very meta. I think the most is the Carmilla.
Yeah.
That's been unorthodox for him. But the other options that are still there,
They still have the Cho.
the Pro, Mathilda, but I don't think it really works out well. They need a front. They need someone to really tank the damage.
Yeah, there's not a lot of synergy if you play the Mathilda. Okay, with a lot of close range dive, you can pick up the Badang. It's a tempo breaker and always has been. It's a great pickup, and this is going to be the first time we're going to be seeing Blink pick up the Badang.
Still need the gold lane here for Super Marco. There's Melissa available. There is, which we've seen a lot. I mean, coming up, we've seen Carry shown as well. We've seen all these variety type picks.
I think even the Moskov might work.
Moskov.
Because you have more range, you can just push back the enemies.
I mean, Hylos and Harith is a great combo if they really want to go with all in. So there they go.
Really deep into the roam pool. Badong seen quite a bit. Hylos seen when things like that aren't open. And now, guys, we've got our first matchup of our first semifinal.
The draft in game number 1 has been really fun to watch. I feel like YG have switched up a bit in terms of their sequence, and that just goes to show the preparation they've had against Falcons.
It's going to be a shock to the system of Falcons because Yangon went for high mechanic, really tough to execute, and they want to take it to Falcons.
Well, MSC semifinals are underway. It's the Philippines versus Myanmar. A spot in the grand finals on the line. Let's send it over to our casters, Leo and Trex, to start us off.
Mingalabay mabuhay! All of the Burmese and Filipino fans watching all around the world, and everyone enjoying the Esports World Cup 2026 live from Paris, France. Who gets closer to the grand finals of the mid-season cup?
There you go. I think just because of the fact that we're expecting a concussive blast or even a revitalized roamer from Falcons to come through, then it's all the more reason for you to just pick up the juice in, and knowing that you're up against a
For them, this could be the possibly first huge challenge for them. They have been back a minute in, and so far no clear lead just yet. In the EXP lane, Ying is playing a first, at least in this tournament, the Arlet versus his signature Barats. See Haji throwing out these arrows. Oh, he's having a hard time, I'll tell you now. This is what looks like for the first time in a while, a difficult lane. Ooh, in mid. A lot of damage on Ogwin. Ogwin might not be
to get away with this. Does pop the Revitalize, will be okay. And Kyle with the re-engage. Getting some nice poke off. Both teams kind of testing the possibilities right now.
See, apply more pressure. No gold shields taken just yet, so neither have a huge lead over the other. Sanji and Super Marco at deadlock.
I mean, the offlanes have been essentially at a stalemate. The game has been essentially at a stalemate. Still 0 deaths. Both teams have been getting little punches off here and there, a little gut shot here and there, but no knockouts quite yet.
I love it. Narratively speaking, Trex, it's like they picked off from when the Filipino-Burmese rivalry was in its peak. Post-pandemic, 2021, before utility jungles, before macro became king, that's when the Philippines and Myanmar were on top of their game, and we're seeing that flourish right now before our eyes here in Paris, France.
So what do you have to look out for as we come into this next turtle? Falcons once again want to rush it down. Blink looking for an angle in. Ying as well. Tries to get in the backside. Blink able to take the turtle. And it's a mosh pit in the pit right now as Haji just tries to get away. But Blink's low. And so is Ying. Ying trying to vengeance through, but he already lost a teammate. Blink is down. They get the pull back. Kai's has come back in, and Kai's able to get the double. Make it a triple. Flap falls along with the team, and yes, Falcon don't only lose their members, but they lose the second turtle as well.
That they stopped Marco from joining that fight, because look, 2 dudes, 3 dudes at a third of their health. That would have been heaven for a Harith, but they made him think twice. And now look at this, even Blink is bullying Marco out of farm's range. Oh, big knock-up. Ying dashing in with the vengeance.
Nice damage. A nice fist crack lands on Ogwin as well. Ogwin pops revitalized, but it's not going to be enough this time. Han takes the kill before he can jump on the pathway.
All right. So this is something that our panel alluded to. This is the Burmese ube, the purple ube. Well, that's literally what it is, Yangon's colors. They just, at the most early possible moment, clump up and punish you for even thinking twice that you could take this lineup. All of this is off the back of Blink, and I love how they put the Arlot in too, just to make sure that if everyone's not in position for the perfect wall, Ying can do that for you.
Falcon knows this at this point. They decide not to go for that turtle. They know they're on the back foot. It's a 2K gold lead in the hands of YG. And Nolan wasn't even, I mean, Kyle's not even gonna try it. He goes down to bot lane. At least they gained some ground down there. Tier 3 on the bot side has been taken in the hands of Falcon. And this is where they will be able to hold on. They don't make those small mistakes of, we're gonna try to force this open. No, we're gonna let you have that, and we're gonna find somewhere else to gain ground, or at least keep things even.
And I think that's wise, even for Falcons in their losing position right now, almost down 3K. You can't face Yangon face head-on like this. You just can't. So fortunately, they have the kit for that. Haji can lay traps. Vision is a little better for them. Yangon have to kind of walk in the brushes, flush them out.
Vitalize off. But by the time that gold lead got past 1.5 into the 2K range, we saw Ogwin finally get bursted down before he can even start. Now, Sanji also locking in the golden staff. We're going to start seeing more damage from him. And with the fact that these tier 3s in the off lanes are down, YG can also fully hit that purple ube.
If there is, literally,
the yams.
It's a Yangon yam.
The Yangon yam.
So if there's anything good going for Falcons just yet, because Yangon are putting a chokehold on him, is the fact that the damage profile is at least palpable for Yangon. All you gotta do, get physical armor. That's it. There's really no magic threat.
Sanji now testing the distance on there as well, and a big fist crack under the tower. Paired up with the final slash. Ogwin trying to hang on, but he just can't end his welcome. In response, gets him against the tower. More damage lands on a Han, but down comes Smon Force. Blink taken out as Han tries to get away. Sanji with the blazing duet connects on to no one. He looks for the re-engage, and Ying's there at his back, keeping Falcon at bay.
2 for 1. That's as good as it gets for Falcons. Yangon still calling the shots.
Another final slash. And Sanji and Kai's are here now. There's no escape for Flap. Haji forced to use a flicker as well as Han keeps him away. They're going to move on to the Lord now as Falcon watches it.
All right, so at least Yangon knows that with the kits remaining in Falcons, again, a Zaman Force you see online, the fracture off of Kyle. Ogwin has a glorious pathway once again. They know that they can't just blitz the Lord. Once again, did I not just mention that about a minute ago or so? That after the crack, final slash, or the other way around, it's just so easy. It's a 1-2 combo, even under tier 1.
And it's not, like you said, it's easy. It's not a hard to hit combo. As long as you connect down to the Lord though, Han does burst it down. Glorious pathway comes out. Flap's gonna try to connect as well. He doesn't have the stack, so the defense isn't quite there. But look at the damage on a Blink. Kyle still popping off, even at 0, 2, and 1.
That is a bargain. I'd say Blink for a Lord like that is a good deal. This puts it at a wash.
Yeah.
Taking that tier 1, so at least the map gets a little bit more breathable for Falcons. They keep the lead at about 3K.
And that's, I mean, that's where Falcons always find something to make up for it, right? It's one of the great things that they can do and always will be able to do. Yes, you lose Lord. Yes, you take a member, but now you bring it at a standstill by taking this tower, and they've been doing it from the beginning of the game, but YG now looking for the engage on the mid side. It's looking similar to last time. They're going to have to watch out for Blink. Blink doesn't have the flicker right now as Lord comes down the boss side. YG looking to switch up gears, try to gain ground somewhere.
Lord put down to a third, hit with that retribution, and Falcons get to keep their tier 2. So we're back to where we started about 2 to 3 minutes ago. Blink with the conceal. What are they looking for?
That's a fist crack on 2. Blink does it again. Not just one, but 2 members. YG looking for more now. As minions crash on the top side, Ogwin pops revitalized, caught in a fist crack once again against the wall, taking out a double kill for Yang. Mid-tier 2 falls as well, and YG are going to work their way up the map to take more.
Again, the ease of execution, the on-demand crowd control that Yangon Galacticos have drafted into their lineup. That's a final flash that could have been, but it doesn't matter. They're able to pop Holy Shields in mid and top. Bottom lane, don't even get me started. Amazing start. I'm pretty sure that conceal almost counted as an ult. When Falcons heard that, all they could do was skedaddle.
They knew it was coming. They were running away like, oh, once you hear it. And so YG now have taken all the tier 2s on the side of Falcon. It's a great start for them. Falcons moving around the map. Not completely conceding just yet.
Nope. And so far it looks like they might even try to get this purple. There's a glorious pathway sent in and a choke.
Denna's welcome. Might have came too early. A mega kill for Han. Maybe a slight misplay by Flap, thinking they could do something to at least get their purple. Oakwin in enemy territory. He
wanted to die to the turret instead of conceding over more goals, more XP to his opponents, but alas, they just found their number. I'd say if Falcons wasn't so sure that this was a fight that they were willing to go, they should have just conceded the purple. I think that was all in the hopes of maybe finding a good shot, but 12 minutes in, maybe after we check Haji's items, we'll know if they're ready, because if yesterday's match, Game 3, between Team Spirit and Vamos, if that was any evidence that a late game Selena is still something to respect, then maybe there's still something left for Falcons. Maybe if they cross that threshold, what, 16, 17 minutes?
Yeah, but the thing is, I mean, it's at 12 and a half. They do still have inhibitors. The fact they were able to slow down Lord #1, we've seen this happen before, right? It means with their inhibitors, as long as Falcons doesn't make a huge mistake, they can probably survive this push. The Falcons don't just want to survive the push, they might want to fight for the Lord itself. It's Flap TZ, checks the tri-bush.
Whoop. This is a dance. And Yangon Galacticos' lineup is just much better built forward. Glorious pathway dropped in.
Kai's in a bad spot, will take some damage. Kyle makes his way in, but Blink once again with a conceal play. Falcon knows they have to back off, create space. Han able to get the Lord. A big final slash on a 3. They collapse down and Kyle falls. Flap next on the chopping block, taken out as Ying and the rest of the team move on to Super Marco and Oakland. Oakland drops him on Sports, but it's just not enough. He tries to dash back. He tries to get away, but a maniac for Han is secured. Haji's got to go back to base. Haji's got to try to stop them all alone.
We're not making it to 15 or 16, ladies and gentlemen. I believe it ends here. Yangon Galacticos are in the base.
You thought it would be even, but YG take game #1 with a 9K gold lead, stating their business here.
2 weeks in MSC, and Yangon Galacticos continue their undefeated run. Choose Arthur, YG. Falcons left reeling, only 3 kills on the board.
Yeah, that wasn't a game right there. That was a statement of why we're here from YG, showing that, listen, no matter what, we are ready for this. And don't get me wrong, yesterday we saw games like this start and it went back and forth, and if anything we can tell from this game 1, we're definitely in for a series.
As soon as Yangon found the ults on their 2 initiators, the Arlet and the Badang, it was all but over. Haji wasn't much of a threat. I hate to say it, but waiting for that final moment, waiting for you to be at the late game power spike might have been too much. That's expecting Yangon to just lay down